And now we can't see his head. 3, 2, 1. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to the Lunar Laura podcast. Today we have a featured guest. This is
Amber. How are you all? Assalamu alaikum.
This is kind of new. I know you guys know I do a lot because my brain is constantly racing because I'm always doing things. But I really think that this series, or really this podcast, or I don't even know what I want to call this, just where I am now, is going to help a lot of women, a lot of people. And the title, as of now, is going to be Healing the Inner Feminine. Is that what I said I was going to say?
Yes.
Yeah. Healing the inner feminine. Because, as I am growing, as I am entering or developing in my womanhood, and also as being a part of the MGT and GCC in the Nation of Islam, 7 years now, I have a perception of myself. I have a view of being a woman, an understanding, and a love for myself that I've realized a lot of women do not have because they simply don't know themselves and because they have not yet been acquainted with who they are and who it is that they belong to. And Amber, here, has a testimony as well because she's been a part of the classes for 2 years now?
No, ma'am.
Not even 2 years yet?
It'll be 2 years next year in May.
Not even 2 years yet, but she also, can bear witness to how the MGT and GCC classes is healing her. And a lot of what's going on, we see in these social media streets, women are pinning themselves against men and men are pinning themselves against women, saying we don't need each other. And we really just don't know our natures. And because I'm a woman and I'm beginning to understand my nature, I feel like it's my part to at least help in some way, shape, or form. So, welcome to Healing the Inner Feminine. So, I didn't have any questions down, but I guess we can start with you because I just did a bunch of talking. Amber, how long have you been in the MGT and GCC classes, and what have you learned thus far as a result of those classes?
All right. Well,
camera's right there. Just so you know.
Well, I entered the MGT and GCC class in December of 2022. I was going through a lot during that time. I was,
You don't have to go into detail.
It's a lot. No, but I was going through a lot, and I was just feeling very desirous to come to the mosque at the time. And so circumstances and the way things played out, I found my way to the mosque. And it was no way I could have got there I know that Allah, the hand that he dealt was the reason why I made my way into the class. And but during that time though, it was on my spirit to do a 3-day fast. This is around November, beginning December.
This is after you joined or before?
This is before I joined. So this is before I even started coming to the mosque. I had went on a 3-day fast. I just felt it heavy on my spirit to do a 3-day fast, and I amazingly got through it. But after that 3-day fast, I had gotten into an accident. Well, not necessarily an accident, but I got ran off the road by a big old semi truck, and so that was kind of tough. And so from there, things just kept just dysfunction junction, dysfunction junction. And so somehow, some way, I found my way to the mosque, and I think Brother Daniel was speaking. I cannot recall on what exactly he was speaking. Yeah. All I know was that at the end where he asks where, you know, you want to join the nation, I got up instantly. And that following Saturday, I was in processing class. So from there,
How has the MGT classes been? Without going into detail, of course, it's a private class. It's not for everybody. It's women's only.
Period. I'm sorry.
But how have you felt as a result of you being in the classes, as compared to where you were and who you are now?
I feel like I have grown a lot during this 1 year and some change period. I've been able to take on stuff that I never imagined myself doing. Like right now, I'm about to be going to school for cosmetology. If you would have asked me what I've been doing, and I probably, if I wasn't in the class, and if I was doing something else, I probably still wouldn't be in school right now. Only because I had a lot of self-doubt due to hurt and pain and trauma and stuff growing up. So it has definitely, being in a nation has given me the confidence to do the things that I never had the confidence before to do. So, yes, ma'am.
All praise be to Allah.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Praise be to Allah. But in healing, see, this is why I need notes and why I have questions. This was really a whim, y'all. I usually have like structure, but I still didn't even really know if I wanted to do this. Like 5 minutes before we started this video, because that's just how I am. But overall, the objective of this podcast is to highlight or really just talk about not only my journey and the various people that I might have on this show, there's particular journeys, but how when you become acquainted with who you really are, like your nature, and you just are fed so much in regards to self-value, self-love, self-worth, that eventually you start to believe it. And for me personally, before I joined the nation, I didn't know how bad I was in regards to my self-esteem. And like how much I really hated myself. Like I didn't even know until, that mirror was put right here and everything that I was supposed to be was confronted with me. And I was just like, wow, that is not me. And when you have that example, when you have, when you know what you're supposed to be doing, you know what a real woman is supposed to look like, what she's supposed to sound like, how she's supposed to feel, what she's supposed to dress. Once you know all that information, then you are responsible as an adult for doing whatever it is you need to do within yourself so that you could uphold that standard, so that you could become that woman that you know who you were born to be, that example, which is why healing the inner feminine is so important, because so many of us, me included, I can say, probably you too, we didn't have the best examples of femininity, or maybe we didn't have any examples of true femininity in our lives. I can say for myself, I did not. My mother never was really feminine growing up, so a lot of things in regards to maintaining self, maintaining hair, eating a certain way, dressing properly, I just never got that. And I didn't know that what I was doing prior to joining the nation, or prior to being around women who were striving to reflect a high civilized society. I didn't know that what I was doing was not necessarily correct, or not necessarily something that I should have been doing, until I was around those women.
That's facts.
And it's like, it's one thing to, just put on a dress or act like who you admire or who you see, these great reflections of women of high class and morality. But it's a whole nother thing when you can actually go within yourself and establish that love, that value, and that divinity within yourself. Because once you have all of that within, it's nothing for you to want to go out and buy you a really nice, modest outfit, because you know you've done the inner work, you've done the inner healing, and you know that despite how you grew up, you know that despite what you may have seen your whole life, your examples of womanhood, your examples of femininity prior to, being exposed to such high value women, or just women who genuinely love themselves and are God-fearing women, you can no longer want that, because you know within you, because you did the self-work, you've done the healing. And healing never ends, in my personal opinion. It's like a lifelong journey, unfortunately. But the point is, once you start and you're acquainted with who you want to be, who you should be, who you were born to be, now it's your job to go within and heal that inner feminine, because she's damaged in all of us. Maybe not all of us, because there are some lucky duckies who just grew up with perfect examples, and you were sheltered and you're just pure.
You're blessed.
May God
Be
continue
glad.
to bless you. You are a blessed child.
Yes.
But not all of us are like that.
Because you don't want this hurt. It's a lot of
But
work.
we all have pain. We all have things we need to work through. Trauma. We need therapy. We need auditing. We need it all. But until and unless we do those things, we will never be able to be
Exactly.
who the God wants us to be. And that's why we must heal. We must be who we were put on this earth to be. Not just for ourselves. It starts with just for ourselves. But the beneficiaries of doing this work for ourselves is our children, is our mothers, is our nation, and ultimately our husbands, our spouses, and ultimately, of course, God, who created you. So yeah, I didn't want this episode to be long. We already had 12 minutes. Me personally, I feel like that's a little long.
What?
But
I thought you wanted like an hour or something.
yeah, but we're recording on my phone, and my phone can only hold so much space, because I gotta edit and stuff. If you're on my camera, maybe you could do like an hour. And I also don't have a lot of questions. I really don't have anything written down. I just wanted to start this because it's been on my mind for like ever.
Oh, yay! Well, it's easier to start. Now you gotta keep it going, keep it rolling, keep it going, keep it rolling. Hey, keep it rolling, keep it going.
So that's the hard part. I start anything. It's not hard, it's just
this.
I need to prioritize.
Yeah, that part. So
And
start.
this is going to be the priority because I feel like it's important. It's needed. There's a lot of women out here that have a lot of testimonies because I know them personally. And I am who I am as a result of me being around women who are just striving to be or reflect high civilized women, and people or women who just are so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, dang, I want to be like that.
Yep.
I want to love myself how they love themselves. And I want to value myself like them.
That part. And it don't matter how old you are either.
Nope.
Because you can learn from somebody that's younger than you or older than you. Mm-hmm. I'm only saying that because I learned so much from this young lady right here.
Oh, dang, I am younger than you.
Whatever.
I was just about to talk about like a child or something.
But yes, I've learned so much from her. Like, she has really been truly an inspiration to me since I've been being in the nation. Like, she was the first person. Yes, ma'am. But she was the first person to check me when I first got to the mosque. And so it's been a really beautiful journey since then. We have really developed a really beautiful friendship.
Thank
And
God.
I'm just really grateful to Allah for you and all the sisters that He has blessed me to be around and just been a mentor for me. Like, I've learned so much in this very baby time frame, because it is a baby time frame, but it's moving quickly, swiftly, and you got to move with it or you're gonna get swept up
Fast
with
thinking, quick moving, right down to the mountains.
that part. So,
All rights to Allah.
alhamdulillah.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.
Bye.
You guys will see Amber soon.
Yes,
Sometime.
inshallah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I kind of have an idea of the specifics in which I want to go in for this podcast. But like, if anyone has anything specific, feel free to drop it in the comments below. Send me a DM or something. Cause this isn't really for me. This is for you all. Because I want everybody to feel and specifically every woman, to feel and think of themselves highly and in the light, in the manner in which I am growing into as a result of me, learning who I am, as a result of me valuing self and not just allowing anybody to just be in my space, entertain this. Because I'm valuable. I'm beautiful.
Say that again, sis.
And it's one thing to say it, but it's a whole other thing to know it and to live and reflect a lifestyle that upholds that standard.
That's great.
So yeah, we're gonna be working on. Love you guys. Catch you guys in the next episode.
Bye. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.